Hello, my name is Bernardo. Welcome to greatlifeview.com. And today's episode is, have you taken a trip to the hereafter? And you probably guessed it. My review for this week is a film, and it's a powerful film by Clint Eastwood called Hereafter. Matt Damon is the lead actor, and the cinematography in this film is beautiful. The screenplay is amazing. The photography, everything is really powerful, but the most powerful thing of all, in my mind, is the message. And I know that in the scale of things that I talk about, if 0 means I'm talking about gravity, which is proven, everybody understands it. At 10 means I'm talking about crystals that can cure hemorrhoids. I know that this subject that I'm talking to you about right now is maybe an 8 or 9 in the level of weirdness for some people. And again, if this is totally weird for you, I completely understand. I'm not an expert on this by any means. I only can talk about what I have experienced in my own life. So if this is weird, turn it off, come back tomorrow, I'll talk about something more normal. But if you are curious like I am, I don't have too many answers for you today, as I do have questions for you and something to get you started thinking and maybe get you connected and get you to watch this film. Question number 1 that I have for you today is, who are you really? I remember growing up, and when I was maybe 4 or 5 years old for the first time, going in front of a mirror and asking myself this question 100 times, maybe over and over. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And just feeling, I don't know if that's ever happened to you, where you actually get to feel this witness, this sense of that something inside of you that's not really part of this bone structure and muscle structure. I don't know if you've ever had that, but what if that you're something more than this skin and bones talking? What if you're that known local witness, which appears to be localized into a specific place, but in reality that's just an illusion. You're pretty much everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Question number 2 that I have for you is, have you ever felt the presence of someone who's no longer with us? And to try to explain to you, because I, in my life, in my recent life, have experienced that. I've had that experience. To try to explain it to somebody who's never had it would be kind of like to try to explain what love is to somebody who's never fallen in love. You've either experienced it and you know it, or you have not and you'll probably doubt it for the rest of your life. So this is just something for you to consider. If you've ever felt that, and if so, how did it feel like? When did it come up? How did it happen? And if you haven't, if you think that's something that might be possible in your life. Question number 3 is, what if? What if there's something more to this existence? What if there's something more to this consciousness than what we believe to be true? I don't know if you've ever read. I'm very curious, so I can't read all sorts of things. One of the things that I read a couple of years ago was M theory and superstring theory, which really is talking about a unified field, and it's talking about a way to express everything that happens in the universe, which, as we know, is not material stuff. As material as it seems, it's tiny little vibrations, and those tiny little vibrations make up everything that we see and feel and experience as the universe. And as you probably already know, that matter cannot be destroyed; it can only be transformed. What if that matter, that consciousness, that aliveness that's making your brain and your heart and everything be in sync, what if that can just transform when you pass on? Just another question for you again. No answers here, just questions. So my challenge for you today is, number 1, watch this film. It's powerful. If nothing else, if you don't believe in this, you may have a laugh at it. But if you are curious about this, it's going to make you think about several things in your life. Second challenge is for you to ask yourself these questions with an expectancy to find an answer, and challenge yourself to perhaps go a little bit deeper than you've gone in the past, to try to come up with at least a sense of who you really are, and not think about it, not try to understand it, but simply to experience it. Simply to ask yourself the question, who am I? So many times that you actually get to start feeling that centered part of you, which is not really you as you know it, but maybe something else. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you. this is my weird post today. I, as always, encourage you to live a full and conscious life, and I challenge you to experience the depth of who you really are and ask yourself the question, what if? Thank you.